Okay, let's get right to it then. Well, since no one actually named the horse, I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, let's be real here. Anyways, the horse is named Bubba, and we're going to be heading straight to the Darklands today. Now, while I was setting up, the horse was struck by lightning, but all I can do is hope that doesn't happen again. So I've been presented with a problem in that the Darklands is on the other side of a river. So the main objective today, I figured, would be to finish like stage 0 in the advancement, so finish all these quests. But I mean, let's be real, I've been itching to play again, so I'm probably gonna do more than that. Holy shit, that scared me. Okay, well, I guess the crafting table can break after a certain amount of time. Alright, so one of the recipes in the quest book was this one, I think. Yep, there we go. Barrel! Now, I'm not sure if, like, how useful it is, or if it can help me with the leather making process, which this is dry, by the way. I'm just waiting on some of this to finish. But apparently in this pack, leads can actually be made with leather. So that's what we're going to be doing, so we can get horses and stuff going for the mill and maybe like a chopping block of some sort. Something I also want to do before heading to the Darklands is make a bunch of tomahawks. I think those are like the only like viable ranged weapon at this time that I can get. So I'm definitely going to make more of those before heading back. The next thing I need to make is a strainer, which requires a chest, which is a little expensive, and it requires a rock, which I don't think I have. No, I have one. I have 3. I'm rich like that. I'm a rich man. My cave is plentiful. So the joke's on me, but I actually need 2 chests for this, which is going to leave me with only 1 rock and being like a poor caveman, which is really unfortunate, but I guess it kind of had to happen, you know? So unbeknownst to me, I need string, and if I put it like this, it'll make me a cobweb, which I can then use in tandem with the wooden hopper, and then oak bark like this, and I put a cobweb on top. I can make the Whopper Mark II, and with that, can I please craft without being interrupted? Anyways, with the Whopper Mark II, the chest, and then I need 4 planks like this, and then 2 sticks on top, I can make myself a strainer. And so what this strainer does, I've used this mod before, I've played these games before. I'm gonna set up a little spot for it right here. Right, so since I did that, my leather is now done and I can now work and use it on other things. Most notably, we're gonna be making more of that cordage shit, and we're gonna be turning these into leads. And now we can make horse-powered grindstone and a horse-powered wood choppers. Okay, so fences are kind of unobtainable at the moment, which means that we kind of have to herd animals inside of small pits in the ground, which this area is going to be perfect for. So I ended up making like another set of leads, but I don't have the string for it. So the first thing I'm gonna find is sheep, so I can bring them back here and start breeding them. And also my crafting rock is nearly broken, so we'll just make a new one at the same time. Aha, there they are. So I remember seeing like a group of these guys out by like just right outside of my base. We're just gonna lead all these guys back to base slowly. I don't know if there's like flint shears or something. If there is, I'm gonna be pretty happy because that would let me collect wool. Now the next thing is that we actually have to find a shepherd. Now I think the one in our village might be dead. I think everyone might be dead actually. What about this guy? Yeah, he's gone as well. So I don't know where my horse went. Oh, I think that's him over there. How the hell did you get this far, man? Okay. First thing we're making is the horse chopping block, and it's probably the cheapest recipe. I think I might actually be able to afford it with what I have on hand. But the horse, the grindstone is a little more expensive. I need 6 cooked cobble, so we can just throw these on the grill here, which works now. I'm so happy I got that figured out last episode. Well, let me just make sure my horse, okay, my horse isn't anywhere safe, actually. You know, I have yet to remember where my horse is. I think he may have wandered. Nope, there he is. I need to stop losing Bubba, because this is like the 3rd time that I lose him and he wanders off. So we'll actually store him inside of this house for the... Never mind, we're gonna put him in his nook again. So the horse chopping block needs like a lot of space to work. So you know what? This is gonna be like my horse room, actually. We're gonna do that. So I've kind of assumed this precarious position where I can't really keep postponing this adventure to the Darklands. I don't think you guys know the amount of chests I'm about to be making with all the dark wood that I'm gonna get. I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to go just try and grab some wood. Actually, I need a boat. Okay, so it turns out with the fleece, I can turn my shear, I can use my shears and turn it into string just immediately. I don't actually need the villager for that, which is absolutely amazing because now I can just keep making more leads and I don't have to cheap out on the, you know, these zombies are starting to piss me off, but there's also something I noticed. You can make a backpack with, this is 7 leather and I need 1 cordage, which I don't have enough, which means I need to make more of this damn leather. Don't you guys just love manually crafting leather? I can't wait to reach a point where I don't have to just sit here and craft this stuff like this. Or that I can use a crafting table that I can shift click it in at least. That would be just a crazy upgrade. Good thing we're making more of this fucking leather stuff. I need to make a backpack, and that's definitely... Can I please record like 1 bit without being interrupted by mobs? I need more leather. I'm gonna make a backpack. I'm gonna also make the grindstone like this for the horse so I can get the stuff a lot quicker. So, for the time being, Bubba here is going to be our main laborer. What you're telling me, right, is if I just kind of turn this into bark and I put on the logs here, he's going to go ahead and he's going to run around. It's going to turn this stuff into planks. Oh my goodness. It takes forever, but it's faster. We're gonna try that out with the grindstone too. All right, since the stone is done and we have the leads and we have the stick, we can now make the horse grindstone, which I'm hoping is gonna be either faster or less of a hassle to use than the manual one. Okay, so the grindstone is finicky, and then lead the horse to it. And so now if I throw in a bunch of oak bark, and now that's gonna slowly work out the amounts needed. Right, so while our horse is diligently working, we can grab these. And also check on our strander. What have we gotten? 17 stone. Now that is pretty good. I think I like the strainer stuff. I'm gonna make a dense mesh next because I need, pretty sure the dense mesh can give me stuff that I don't have right now. Like shark teeth or something? Yeah, see, the dense mesh can give me shark teeth and like sugarcane and stuff like that. So I'm probably gonna make that one next. Bubba's been hard at work. We have all the resin and now we have the fluid bladder. I'm pretty sure that's all I need, just the leather and the bladder. All right, there you have it, folks. 9 cordage later. We're gonna make a couple leads with it, but I do want to keep 1 for the backpack at least. Okay, bam. With all of this, with all this leather, and I've got the cordage, I'm also going to need to pick up some stone from the strainer here. First things first is the chest, and then afterwards, you upgrade it into a backpack. And so this backpack, it has, oh my goodness, that's so good. And so now with planks, sticks, and then leather on the top and the bottom, we can make an upgrade template. And with the blank upgrade, I can make a wood upgrade for my backpack. So now we can store 3 inventory rows of slots and stuff. Now we are a little too broke on leather to be able to afford the stone upgrade because we are 1 leather short, but it's not like it's not the end of the world because I can just make leads with the rest of my leather. So now that I have like a proper good bit of inventory space, and do I have logs? I have logs, I have string. We're gonna make a raft and we're gonna head over to the Darklands real quick and pick up some wood. Because I am tired of not having any chests. I'm kind of mad that I can't bring my horse with me because it's across an ocean, but I mean, I guess I won't be putting the horse into danger either. In retrospect, I could have, you know, taken the saddle off of Bubba and just brought it across the river so that I can just have a horse that's across the river that I can use whenever I'm there. But then again, there's the issue of like, you know, not knowing if there's even any horses where I'm going. Because where we're going, we don't need roads. We just need to cross this big-ass ocean. Okay, so problem. There's fucking piranhas after me, which is most definitely an issue. Okay, now that they're all dead, let's go. Let's take the boat back. Alright, attempt number 2 at boating to the Darklands. Hopefully there aren't any piranhas after us this time. Oh, shit! One of them got in front of me. Please, please let me out, let me out. Oh, thank God. But I was able to make a somewhat peaceful landfall. Come on, dude. Please, 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 just let me go. Darklands is only about 800 blocks out this way. Alright, so the Darklands should be just up over this hill. I just realized I forgot where I put my boat. That's not good. You know, come to think of it, I probably could have just, like, moved my whole operation over to this island, considering that the Darklands is actually, like, within walking distance, or within, you know, a reasonable distance of where I want to be here. Like, look at this amazing landscape. Actually, there's a village here, too. You know, permanently living here might be actually pretty cool. And it's also pretty close to the Darklands, too. Right, so these trees, this is what we're after, all the Darklands wood here. And I also don't know, what if we can get a sapling for this tree, then I would be infinitely grateful. I have good news, guys. This tree did, in fact, drop saplings, so I can grow more Darklands oak at the base. But the main issue here is that I do need to stick around until nighttime to get dark gems, which I'm not sure what the use for them is, but I am gonna need them because one of the advancements is asking me to pick them up. Figured while I'm here I was gonna pick up some dark cobblestone because, I mean, you never know when you're gonna need it. Okay, so normal, like regular mobs don't drop gems. It has to be like the Darklands mobs, which, I mean, if they spawned like in the biome just as their only condition, they definitely would have spawned by now. But I'm thinking I have to wait until nighttime for this. Alright, it's about to become nighttime, and I kind of don't want to die considering I'm carrying most of the important stuff that I own. So we're gonna head to like just outside of the Darklands and we're gonna pick the mobs off. Feel a lot more. Oh, shadow creature. You die. Drop the shadow fragment. So that's what those are. So I guess I gotta run around looking for like the smoke here. Yeah, there we go. Ow, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, this one's a lot big. Shadow monster. Oh, so he dropped 2 shards, not fragments. Okay. I guess this won't take as long as I thought. Hopefully we can do it in one night then. Oh, I see the smoke of a shadow something. What the fuck? That is most definitely one of the stronger ones. Yep, that is a shadow beast. Okay. Please die before doing that again. What does he drop? Oh, he drops like a whole gem. Okay, okay. You know what? I think we're out of here. You know, at this point, I'm more scared of the journey back than I am to like, die here, because these enemies are really easy to kill. Now the big question is, I need to find my raft and get back, or else I have to, you know, get string of some way. I only have 2. I could just try and kill spiders on the way back to make another raft. Okay, so I like to imagine that was successful. We were able to get 2 gems and 9 shards that I can make into another gem. Let's get out of the way so I can talk, please. We got the gems. And we also got, like, a bunch of oak wood. We got, like, a stack and a half total. I don't know what, like, the special glimmering, like, the one with the weird effect does, but we'll end up seeing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and take the, like, most grounded path back and hope that maybe there's a land connection, in which case I won't have to go through the piranha waters again. What is that? Is that a bear? That's a black bear. Mind if I give you a couple of whacks real quick? Now, what is that? A bear claw. Oh my god. Mining level diamond? Oh, hold on. This might be kind of insane. If this is like if it's an everything tool, then I might want to hunt a couple bears then. If there's genuinely a land connection through this forest to the main continent, I'm gonna start tweaking out. Because, like, genuinely, if I didn't actually have to cross that ocean, I'm gonna be pissed. You know, sometimes I wonder what this is all for, and then I remember Sevtech Ages, and then I also remember that the second continent that I called it is actually connected to the mainland, and then I want to go and find whoever made this pack and blow my shit's move off in front of them. You know, if I trusted my intuition, this would have been like a 10-minute adventure, but like, I decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna just boat over. I don't think that there's gonna be any way around, so I'm gonna use a boat, merely risk dying from piranhas, and then be super far from my base, and on my way back, realize that there's actually just a straight connection all the way back to my base. You know, when I say home sweet, I hate this place. I genuinely hate this place, and I can't wait to, like, have an actual base and be able to leave here. Alright, guys, it only took, like, 5-ish hours of gameplay, but I'm gonna break my craft. Oh my god, that always... Oh, okay. You know, it always gets me. Anyways, you put the chest here, put 4 Darklands planks, put in 4 normal planks, and then you craft. Bam, you get the primal chest, right? And then you put 4 bark on it, and you get the advanced primal chest. Now, I'm assuming this is gonna be a chest with, that's awful. What the fuck? This has, like, just as many slots as these things! This chest is probably the biggest L I've ever taken in my entire life, and I'm not even gonna hide it. This is just awful. So, in other news, the horse is putting in absolutely amazing work and has got us about 40 planks by now, which should be enough to make a couple chests, a couple basic hoppers, a couple basic everythings, really. The horse has been automated, which is nice. I do want to get another horse with the grindstone automated, and I don't know about the crushing block, but we'll eventually get to that. So the next thing that I want is a flame-grilled whopper, and for that I need extra wool, I need extra fleece for the string, and so I'm just gonna go around shearing random sheep at this point because it almost feels like it would be easier than to actually try and relocate my sheep to somewhere with grass. Alright, so we're able to get about like 30 fleece, which is great because it's great. It's good. It's me approved. So good thing I made all this string, because now I can make this. Make 2 large meshes. And if I surround them with sticks, I can make the dense mesh, sorry, not large. This is gonna net me some shark teeth eventually. So while we wait for that, something that I wanted to make and something that I need to make here is gonna be the Astacore mob carts. Now, if anyone knows me, they know I fucking hate these things. And they make no sense 90% of the time. But I mean, I don't think it's actually required. Unfortunately, we need to do totemic. We need to start doing rituals and shit and praying to the god of nature so that we can get, like, buffaloes, which we then need to make the gear that we then need for the millstone. So now what do we do with all these oak plants? I think we should start making a proper, like, base area and move out of this weird hill type place, and I want us to move up onto this hill type place up here, which is really not going to be that hard considering we're still very close. So I think the first part of the plan is going to be to make a bunch of chests and to upgrade them to primal. And from there we can start moving a bunch of stuff over. Alright, we're going to set up our stuff just up here. So we're going to have 2 primal chests and we're going to have a 3rd one here. And then from here we're going to have 4 of these normal chests, okay? And these are going to be for like various kind of useless things storage. And so we're going to have all of our crafting stations here. And we're gonna put our grills like somewhere around elsewhere. Alright, the old base is pretty much empty. Can't say I miss it, because I won't. But I mean, it's not like I'm intending on turning back on this place. I'll come grab this eventually. Anyways, the new base is right here. It's like just across the river from here. Anyways, it's more organized. It's a lot better organized. My chests are better organized. These, they have, you know, items. My stuff is categorically sorted. And down here is where we're gonna put our cooking stations. You may notice there's a distinct lack of a clay kiln. That's because it fucking exploded when I tried to pick it up, and so we're gonna have to make a new one. Anyways, also stuff that I picked up from the village is torches here, so that I can at least have a lit up base and not worry about mobs, at least not like in my immediate vicinity. Alright, so here's the fun part. So while I was doing the big move, I was able to get some shark teeth, which means that I will be able to make the flame grilled whopper eventually. I just need charcoal dust from the millstone, which requires a gear, which requires buffalo tooth. Never mind. You know, the day that I stop doing this stupid leather stuff is probably the day that this is just gonna get fun, you know? So while we're waiting for all the leather to grow, we're gonna have to start making all of the instruments we need for the totemic thing, which means we now need a totemist drum, which is 6 planks. Which I think we should have. Okay, so the second thing is the rattle, which is 3 sugar cane and 3 bones like this. So it's 3 rattles, 3 bones, whatever the fuck. You make the jingles, and if you put the stick in the jingles, anyways, that's the rattle. And the last thing we need is the drum, which we can get planks for right here, and it only costs us 1 piece of leather. Okay, so I had to craft this totem whittling knife, and I'm gonna need some logs as well, so I can make a totem. Alright, so with this oak wood, I can go ahead and I can put down like this. And if I crouch and scroll with this, I can get to the totem base. If I right-click that, bam. So if I put more logs up top, if I go like wolf totem, bam, I get like a buff from the totem as well. A horse one here gives you... yeah, speed. Okay, I get strength from the wolf. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so like an idiot, I didn't actually read anything, and turns out I actually don't need the red cedar, and I don't need to do the Rite of Spring right now, and I can actually just craft wind chimes normally. And so the first thing that we need to get buffaloes is we need cows, which I'm pretty sure if I just go up here, there should be like 1,000,000 of them, because there were already plenty of them when I was looking for chickens, so they shouldn't have a problem in finding more. I still have one more mission I'd like to do with Bubba, and that is to find some more sugarcane, because we do need quite a bit of it in order to make things like wind chimes and like the flower dress, the jingle dress that I need to make. That's gonna help me make more noise and stuff like that. I need to get a lot of sugarcane for that, because for some reason Totemic loves sugarcane. You know, I really don't know how I do it, but I managed to lose Bubba again. I don't know where he's gone, and I don't know if he's going to come back, so I think we're just gonna have to move on without Bubba. Try and, you know, carry on his legacy or whatever, something like that. We are Charlie Kirk. Also, because he has a saddle on him, but I mean, that's kind of irrelevant since saddles are, like, super expensive, and I totally, like, don't, like, really want my saddle back. And so the last thing we need is wind chimes, which requires 2 sugarcane each, which is kind of expensive, but I can make 2 of them since we have at least 1 sugarcane here. Okay, so I, once again, did not read the documentation properly like an idiot, and I actually do need to make the red cedar saplings because that's what you need for the gears. Every single time. Anyways, new work stump. Alright, so the buffalo thing, the buffalo, right of the buffalo is drum and then wind chime. Yep, buffalo dance, okay. And there we go. Okay, converted like 1 of them. No, converted 2 of them. Okay, so what if we did, we're gonna do it again, so we can get more of these. There we go, that's all these things. Oh, I just realized I never put down the saplings. Okay, we need to do it 1 more time. Bam, rite of spring. Look at that. So now we've got all of this. Mature animals will breed, but I mean, we don't have any mature animals. And look at that, now we've got red cedar saplings. Okay, so if we can now just kind of grow the cedar sapling, I think. Oh my goodness, okay. Now, does it drop its own sapling is the question. I don't think it does. Oh no, it does, we're good. The tree can replicate itself. We are fine, we are chilling, we are doing great. Oh yeah, all right. Bubba, you've been replaced. I'm gonna be naming this horse, I'm naming this horse Mordecai. I don't know why, I just randomly thought of Mordecai and Rigby, and I was like, that would be a funny name. You know, I'd love for these buffalo to grow up. Please. We're gonna make an extra shovel, and then we're gonna head out on a bit of an adventure with Mordecai here to find some more clay. So the main things that I'm gonna need once I have the millstone is gonna be porcelain clay, and I'm also going to need, actually, I think that's it, actually. Okay, I better be riding home. I'm riding home now. I better see me a bunch of fully grown buffaloes ready for me to extract their teeth from their bodies. Oh my god, yes there are. Okay, so don't leave. You're not going anywhere. So I will see if I have any spare wheat to breed the current buffaloes. Pretty sure if I make a hole here, I'll be fine. Jump in. Hey, we got 4 teeth from that and 5 hides. So the cedar wood should be done. And with the cedar wood done, we can now craft with 4 cedar planks, 4 buffalo teeth, a gear, the hand crank. Bam, we can now start cranking it. So now the millstone can work. Okay. So what I need next is charcoal. So with the charcoal in here, we can now click here and it'll slowly go up, and I have to basically constantly be cranking it. I'm cranking it, I'm cranking it, I'm cranking it, cranking it so hard. There we go, that's the charcoal dust. So now that we finally have the charcoal dust, flame grill whopper. The next thing we want to make is 2 more stone grills because we need those for the smeltery. All right, guys. It's pretty much just about time to finally move into the next age. What we have left to do is, first of all, craft these into bricks, most of them. Alright, so here comes the first half of the final recipe of Tier 0. So, 2 barrel extensions, 6 bricks, and a stone grill, a seared heater. And so we're gonna put that down like, you know what, we're gonna put it down over here. Right, and the second half of this final recipe is 3 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these, I think. If I got this recipe wrong, I'm gonna be so mad. Nope, I got it right. And, oh my goodness, my frame rate. But that's age 1, guys. Let's get down and melty. So, we've unlocked a whole swath of new things that we can access now with age 1. Finally reaching age 1, after 6 hours, we now have a crafting table. We also now have access to smelting ores, which have now started to spawn. And this has also given us access to the age 1 quest tree, which is a whole swath, a whole bunch of things that we can now do and have fun with. And I am looking forward to seeing you guys in the near future when I finally tackle stage 1.
You know when you're driving and you see that water puddle ahead of you, and then it goes away. You know about that, right?
No.
You've seen skyscrapers before, right?
No.
You know where AIs actually originated from?
No.
You know about fossils, right?
No.
You know the true cause of a volcanic eruption?
No.
Familiar with the Loch Ness Monster?
No.
You ever drink a white monster?
No.
Do you know what color the sky is?
No.